Buongiorno, Vario stick here. Where are we today? We're in a little hilltop village in Molise, Campobasso, by the name of Tavina. It's a bit windy, it's a bit misty, but it's very hot. So we'll see where we get to before we finally call it a day. Looks a nice quiet place, plenty of character. Tavina. Nice viewing platform actually, just at the start of the main village. And statues, plenty of places to sit, and on a different day, be a great view. Despite the fact that this bit's uphill, and it never really shows up on the GoPro, it is on the left in the shade, and given the temperature, I think it's probably a good idea to stay out of the sun. Oh, and it is steep as well. Jeez. Some nice stone houses there though. Very quiet. It is dinner time though. I know I do get comments about places how come they're so quiet, but it's dinner time, so people are having their lunch or at work or a siesta. It's like a few properties there for development. That's number 12. I used to live at number 12 when I lived in the UK. Wow. These have all been lived in at some point. All abandoned to it now. Imagine times gone by, people sat out the front here. Sat out the front of the houses chatting, having a glass of wine. Not anymore. It's all quiet. It's sad to see really, because they are beautiful, but obviously they need an amount of work. But all of this could be brought back again, and you see it in some villages and some towns. I don't think, well, you might be able to see something. So it looks like inside, not very big. It just takes a spark, doesn't it? Somebody to come and start on one, and people kind of pick it up from there. But it just takes that first person, you know. Otherwise, we like the blue doors, and we like the character of the place. At least the up doesn't last much longer. Nice view across actually when you... I think the whole village or town is built on this ridge. I think it kind of runs north to south, though on that side you get the mountains, and behind me you'll get the sea when it's not misty. So you're always going to get a breeze, and that's very important. I know I've said that before, but it's about 38 degrees today. You don't want to be stuck somewhere where there's no breeze, because that would be horrible. The streets around here run certainly longitudinally. Not much goes left and right, and this is probably the reason why. It opens up into the valley and the fields below. We're quite high up here. I'll have to look on Google when I get back, see how high we are, but we must be several hundred meters up. That's for certain. There are lots of tight little ginnels, as I call them, little areas, but you can see people are getting the cars in and around, which is a good thing. And you open up to little courtyards like this. That's pretty. I like that. What's round this corner? Some more steps. There's a surprise. A brick building. You don't see many brick buildings around here. Quite unusual, that. think this house has probably been built into the rock. It gives way up here to kind of normal stonework, but below that, I think that's just a natural stone. What do you think, Mrs. Stick?
I think that is down there.
I think so. Seems to be eroding though, alarmingly. But the rest of it looks great. Gary, I think we'll turn right. There's a church, it would seem, down here. So we'll continue to walk in that direction. I love this house. I love that kind of faded look. Beautiful. Lovely doors at the front. Balconies. Bit of stone. Wow, very impressive. Number 64. If I was going to move in somewhere like this, and that would be a contender. Not that it's for sale, but it's beautiful. This is what I meant when people start to restore things. Just the odd building here and there, and all of a sudden, those kind of areas that we saw a moment ago turn into areas like this, where people have taken some time and spent some money restoring the local buildings. It's pretty, it's very nicely done actually. And the pavements have been laid, so that makes it all a lot better. Looks like a lot more care's been taken. You know, and you end up with interesting places like this to explore. There are plenty of places that could be a project turned into somewhere to live, or a holiday home in Tavina, Tavenna, just across the border in Molise. And they certainly have a lot of character to them. There are lots of people here, lots of cars. So it's not one of them empty places with nobody about. It looks really pretty in places, and somewhere, you know, where you could certainly have a great holiday home, because you're not far from the sea, you're not far from the mountains, and being up on this ridge, there is a breeze, and that's very important. But there are also plenty of steps, oh my word, and rock that the church is built on. So you're good at all of that. Just here in the shadow of the church, again some more stone buildings. Plenty of character here, but that breeze has dropped off, so be warned. It feels all of 38 degrees, which is about 100, I think, in Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's somewhere that could be turned into something. Can we see in there? I don't think so. I think it's too dark. There's a lovely fireplace. Yeah, candles. What more do you want? Just arrived at the church, but unfortunately it's locked, which is a shame. It would have been interesting to visit in there, take some footage, but there we go. These things happen. Back into the breeze again, and again a nice open area. On that way, on a different day, you would see the sea. Beautiful. We like it here, or I do. I don't know where Mrs. Stick's gone. Has she got lost? Maybe she's been kidnapped. Oh dear. That's a grand house. Do the coat of paint. Another interesting little passage, and oh, that breeze is most welcome. As is indeed the super thanks. I know at the bottom of the screen you can give me a super thanks. I think couple of pounds or euros or whatever. We've had some nice donations of late, and it helps with the dogs. You know, it helps with vets' bills and all that kind of thing, and a few treats here and there. So if you fancy donating a little bit of money for the dogs, then hit that kind of, looks like a dollar sign at the bottom of the screen, and donate a super thanks to help with the dogs. Lovely, thank you. Another sign of some really nice restoration. New windows and doors. Very pleasant, nice tree down there. Yeah, nice relaxed atmosphere. Well done, Tavina. Good rows here, overhanging grapevine by the looks of things. Some very welcome shade actually. Another place to explore. Get out here, enjoy it. Lots of little secret areas, restored properties. Number 2 there, it's rather nice. Nice area at the front. Get your table and chairs out. Enjoy the shade and a glass of wine. Be really nice. Another characterful place. What a wonderful town with so many surprises, like that little bridge, but I had to come show you this terrace. Upper stone balustrades and everything. Yes. And a dog. Oh dear. How lovely. How nice is that? Maybe the dog isn't. Spoil the whole thing. Well, as pretty as this place is, and we'd love to stay longer, but 38, 39 degrees is just a bit too hot to be walking about. So Mrs. Stick and myself, I think we'll beat the retreat and try and find a watering hole. Just before we go, we found another overhanging grapevine. Provides shade and some vino as well. Nice big garden. Nice and flat, which is unusual for this part of the world. Well, that's nice. Very nice. Yeah. Whew. Hope you enjoyed our little trip to Tavina. It's a bit of a mouthful. It's a warm day, but a very pretty little place. It's a shame that it's just a bit hazy out there, because the views from here would be spectacular. You certainly see the sea and all the villages around and about. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And until next time, this is Vario Stick on a beautiful day saying ciao ciao for now.